Hey guys, what's up? We're in my garage tonight and we're going to be testing various impact weapons such as batons, clubs, or other blunt objects which could be used in a defensive or offensive manner. Of course, I have to say for legal reasons, please do not go out of your way and try and hurt people with any of the stuff you see in the video. Please use this stuff as a last resort if somebody breaks into your house or if they're harming you or one of your loved ones, and always try and call the cops first. Now that that's out of the way, we can start the video. First up, we have a bat. This here's a punching bag. I think it's about a 100-pound punching bag. Made by Everlast. As you see, it's wrapped in tape. It's well used. I train a lot on it myself. I have boxing gloves, which we will test. But most of the time, I punch it bare knuckle because I like to build up callus on my hands. And plus, think about it. If you're in a fight, you have to protect yourself. You're not going to have punching gloves in your back pocket. I'm not trying to say I'm some kind of a badass. I'm just saying I like to practice bare knuckle. So first off, we're going to start with the bat. Now, you're not going to see like some kind of damage to this. It's not going to be like on Deadliest Warrior with the ballistic gel torsos. However, we're mostly going to judge the damage it would do using our heads. We're going to think with the impact that it's given, what it would do to a person. And we're going to listen to the sound of it as it hits the bag itself. Here we go. So you heard that. That was pretty loud. We hit about right here, and I gotta say, the good side of it is pushed in a lot. Now, this is an aluminum 30-inch, 26-ounce softball bat, Louisville Slugger softball bat. However, considering how loud that was, and considering the amount of force that I swung it with, I'd say that this is definitely capable, well, at least in my case, because I'm the one swinging it right now, I'd say in my case, and considering the bat I am using here, this is definitely capable of breaking some bones, probably giving some nasty fractures, possibly blood clots, causing a blood clot. Maybe if you hit an artery, the vein or artery could clog up. There could be some rupturing inside. This is definitely something I would not want to get hit with. And again, for legal reasons, I'm going to say it 3 times in this video. This is the 2nd time. Do not use these to hurt people. I'm saying this for legal reasons. Please don't hurt people with them. Up next, we have, it's not really something you can buy anywhere. This is a part from a bicycle. It's, I believe it's the handlebar stem or for the seat, but it's aluminum. It is hollow inside. I know you can't see it too well, I'm sorry. It is hollow inside, and it has this piece hanging off the back where I like to rest my hand. So we're going to test it by hitting like that and swinging. Here we go. So as you see, that wasn't near as loud as the baseball bat because this is hollow, it's not closed in at the end, and it's not as long. The bat is going to cause more damage because it's longer. You have more leverage to swing it and put more force into that swing. So, swinging it like that, I'm not sure if it would break any bone. It would definitely bruise the skin to a terrible black color, probably black and blue. It might affect some of the veins or arteries in, wherever you're hit. It might fuck up some of that. And it might bruise the bone a bit, but I don't think this would actually break any bones. So now I'm going to test it hidden like that. So let's say this is the person who is trying to hurt me. I have to defend myself. This is the only way I can do it. And let's say this is their face. I think in that case, if going for the forehead, this might chip the bone up here. It will probably break skin considering it's metal and pretty rough. I don't think I'd kill somebody if I did that. I mean, maybe unless I got a better swing on it. But I think I could definitely knock somebody out doing that. And for the 3rd time, this is for legal reasons. Do not go out of your way to hurt people. This is simply a demonstration for guys who like weapons. Up next, we are going to use my hands. Now, I'm not a professional fighter. I don't get into a lot of fights. However, I do practice on my punching bag quite a bit. I like to do it just in case I'm ever attacked. I can have the means to protect myself. So now I'm going to let's say that this is somebody's chest right here. This is their chest, this is their face, this is below the belt. You don't hit below the belt. So I'm going to punch him square in the chest, right in here. This can stay straight. Well, given like like I said, I'm not a professional boxer, but I think a hit like that would definitely cause a lot of pain right here. I think it would leave a pretty good bruise, but I don't think it'd break anything. Most of my muscle is actually in my legs, and what a lot of people will tell you is that when it comes to hand-to-hand fighting, it's not the muscle in your arms that you really use for punching, it's all about your stance. So one of the good things you got to practice is a good stance. So when you deliver the blow, all that stance, it allows you to throw the punch correctly. So that was bare knuckle. Like I said, it would bruise him. I don't think it'd break any bones. It would probably hurt. I'd probably have to keep feeding him. In order to do anything. Maybe I looked a little clumsy there. I probably did. But whatever. It's just a demonstration. So now we're going to try it with wearing the sparring gloves. These are made by Century, and then they say drive them down here. I'll make sure they're on good and tight. Just going to put one on because I punch with my left hand. So here we are. This is a basic, if this could fucking stop spinning. This is going to be a basic blow like that. We're going to try again because that hit a soft spot. And one more time. So as you see, my punch is pretty sloppy right now. Honestly, I haven't kept up with my punching bag recently. I should be, but you know, Christmas time kind of slacked off with all that. Kind of got a little lazy. But with the punching gloves on, now obviously these are for more of a safer sparring or a boxing match. Well, not even a boxing match. These things here, they're really more or less just for designed for sparring or practicing grappling. I don't think they'd break any bones. I don't think there'd be any bruises unless you hit the person really hard. So, yeah. Now we have some other weapons here I'd like to test. Now, I'm going to say it for an actual fourth time. For legal reasons, don't do this in real life. Don't do this on real people. This is just a demonstration. Okay, we have one here. I handmade this. This is custom made. This is absolutely not in my weapon collection because I never intend to use it as a weapon. This is something like you'd see in a zombie movie. It is a stick with a rag around it with pieces of actual real glass glued to it. Now for my safety in this video, I'm going to be wearing glasses because most likely some of this glass may chip off. God, that shit's dusty. So here we are. We're going to test it right now. This will probably break, but so as you saw, some of the glass definitely did break. Luckily, none of it hit me. I had my safety glasses on as a precaution, but can't really see where I. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there's some definite cutting on this punching bag now. Don't worry about if it's cut. I intend to buy a new one. So I'd say this would definitely cut the person open. Some of these pieces are pretty sharp. Combined with the fact that you have a club-like object that you can swing, that's not only going to cause blunt force trauma, that's also going to cause severe cutting. If it hits an artery, the person could bleed out. If it hits, there's veins all over your body. I mean, you cut one of those, you're going to start to bleed. You hit a major artery, which is... You know what an artery is. It's like one of the bigger veins. You hit one of those, you're probably going to bleed out. So again, I would never ever use this in person, even if my life depended on it, because it's just that brutal. This is more of like a novelty thing, like some crap you'd see in a zombie movie, but this is a very deadly weapon. Okay. So another one we have here. This is another Zombie Buster Club, just like the last one you saw. I would not use this on an actual person. This is screws into a hardwood branch. I actually made this completely myself. I cut down the branch, took all the bark off it, let it dry out in the sun for a day to get all hardened up. I cut it down the size, and now we have this about, what do you say, 20 inches worth of stick with some pretty vicious screws inside of it. So now we are going to test this. We're going to test it right here. Now, you guys probably can't see it, but there are definite gouges in this, which, you know, would be the skin of, let's just say, the zombie for this purpose. The zombie. And, you know, you also got the blunt force trauma of solid hardwood. Listen to this. Hurts my knuckles just tapping it. This by no means is a dead piece of wood. I got it when it was alive and strong. I don't want to hear the eco-hippie saying, oh, you cut down a tree. No, I cut off a branch for the purpose of what I wanted to do. That ain't the end of the world, okay? But it's hardwood. You're going to get blunt force trauma. You're going to tear up the skin a bit, especially if you hit somewhere like the eyes. That's really going to fuck that zombie up. Now, there is one more. This is our third zombie busting tool. It is a 2x4. It's very crudely made and it's very uncomfortable. There's a piece from an old, you know, like the thing the barber uses. I call it a buzzer, but you know, the head shaving razor. There's a piece from an old one of those on there. And there are two metal pieces on the back here. Sorry for the poor lighting, guys. Which kind of act like a hammer. So we're going to test this essentially onto our zombie here. Now, surprisingly, it didn't actually cut into it, and it's probably because the little teeth are so small in here. However, I think if you maybe slid this across skin, it would do a significant amount of damage if you had enough force put into it. Now we're going to test the other end of it, which acts like a hammer. Well, the punching bag is definitely dented a bit. And I think this would, if you sent the toothed end right here into a zombie, I think that would definitely break the skin. If, like I said, if you had enough force and pulled down, it might slice. I think this other end would definitely cause some serious bruising, possibly even bruising the bone. So, yeah, that's what I think would happen with that. Let me see if we got anything else. Okay, this ain't a blunt object. It is more of a firearm. This is nothing but a little youth model BB gun. It is the Sheridan Cowboy. It's essentially a knockoff of the Daisy Red Ryder. And, well, let's practice butting it. This obviously wouldn't do anything in real life. It's just cheap, thin wood, cheap, thin metal. But just for fun, why not? Head. Maybe you'd get a bloody nose. Maybe you'd break some nose bones if you put enough force into it. But I doubt anything serious. Why not try shooting it? You guys aren't obviously going to see anything happen, but fuck it, right? Why not? Told you, nothing. There you go, guys. That's me testing some various blunt force, blunt objects on our punching bag here. And I'm going to say, I know for a fifth time, I'm sorry I sound like a broken fucking record. This is just so I don't get in trouble. Please do not hurt people with weapons in real life. The Canadian government is very clear on that. You can't use weapons in self-defense. You can't hurt people. We get that, okay? Please don't do it. Now that pussy queer crap's out of the way, I can say thank you for watching. Please like my channel. Please subscribe and have a great night, guys. See you later.